All right. Time to dive in. Today, we're going to be cracking open the playbook of Russell Brunson.
Oh, yeah.
The mastermind behind ClickFunnels. If you're in the online business world at all, ClickFunnels is really like the platform for building sales funnels.
Yeah.
And we're going to unpack like the best bits.
Yeah.
So consider this your cheat sheet to understanding your ideal customer.
Yeah.
And how to craft those like irresistible offers.
It's a gold mine, this interview is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, he doesn't hold back.
No, he shares everything.
From his early struggles to, the strategies that built his billion-dollar empire.
I know. And he kicks things off with something that I think really resonated with me. Like the idea that you should genuinely love serving your dream customer.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't feel like pulling teeth every time you interact with them.
Yeah, it's so easy to just gloss over that when you're so caught up in like the hustle of building a business. But, if you dread dealing with your customers, it's going to impact everything.
Yeah.
From your marketing to your overall enjoyment of the work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Brunson even shared a story about a past business where he felt totally burnt out because he didn't enjoy working with his clients.
Right.
It was like a major turning point for him.
Right.
Just realizing that choosing the right audience isn't just a marketing strategy.
Yeah.
But it's like a recipe for long-term success and happiness.
Yeah, it's about alignment, isn't it? Like your passion for what you do and the people you're serving, they need to be in sync.
Totally.
And to help you really nail that down, Brunson offers this really cool exercise called the Michael and Julie exercise.
Oh, tell me more about this.
Okay, so it's super simple, but it's so effective.
Okay.
You basically use Google Images to visualize your ideal customer.
Okay.
So you create this like visual representation of Michael, your ideal male customer, and Julie, your ideal female customer. Yep. And just by putting a face to your target audience, you can start to understand their demographics, their interests, even their aspirations.
That's so smart. It's like creating a character sketch.
Totally.
For the person you want to reach.
Yeah.
I can see how that would make your marketing way more targeted.
Absolutely. And it brings that human element back into the equation.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up in numbers and data, but at the end of the day, you're selling to real people with real needs and desires.
Totally. It's like that saying, people buy from people.
Yeah.
And Brunson takes this concept a step further with a really interesting insight. He says, your dream customer is often a reflection of yourself from 5 years ago.
Right. He calls it future you, future me. And it's backed by his own experience. But how does that relate to like finding your dream customer?
Okay, so it's all about tapping into your past self to understand your customer's present needs.
Okay.
So think about it. What were you struggling with 5 years ago? What solutions were you searching for?
Okay.
What information would have been valuable to you back then?
Oh, I get it. You're basically using your own journey as a roadmap to understanding your customers' pain points and desires. It's like a built-in empathy machine.
Exactly. And that empathy is going to be key when it comes to crafting marketing messages that really resonate.
Yeah.
So we've identified our dream customer.
Right.
Now the question is, where do we find them?
Right. They're not just going to magically appear at our doorstep.
Well, according to Brunson, they're probably already congregating online in specific communities, which he calls ponds.
These are your podcasts, your YouTube channels, your Facebook groups, forums, newsletters, all those online spaces where people with shared interests like connect and engage.
So it's not about just like shouting into the void and hoping that someone hears us.
Exactly.
We need to go where our people already are.
You got it.
Yeah.
And Brunson has this very strategic approach to tapping into these ponds called the Dream 100.
Okay.
It's all about identifying 100 influencers or communities that have access to your target audience.
Okay, that sounds intriguing.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this Dream 100 strategy.
All right, so it's about leveraging existing networks instead of starting from scratch.
Yeah.
So Brunson suggests brainstorming a list of 100 influencers' podcasts, YouTube channels, blogs, newsletters, online communities that align with your target audience.
And then what? We just slide into their DMs and say like, hey, check out my amazing product.
Not quite.
Sure.
It's about providing value-building relationships and strategically getting your message in front of the right people. Brunson actually shared a story about sending his book to 400 people early on.
Wow.
He literally put his message directly into the hands of those who could amplify it.
Interesting. So it's about thinking strategically about who can help us reach our target audience.
Yeah.
And then finding ways to like build genuine connections.
Exactly. Now, once you've identified your dream customer and where they hang out, you need a way to grab their attention and convert them into paying customers.
Yes.
And that's where Brunson's hook, story, offer framework comes in.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me about this framework.
Okay, so it's a simple but powerful formula for creating compelling marketing messages that drive action.
This is exactly the kind of practical advice I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Break it down for me.
Okay.
What does each element entail?
Think of it like the hook is what stops the scroll.
Okay.
It's that initial attention grabber that makes people pause and want to learn more. It could be a bold statement, a captivating image, a thought-provoking question, anything that piques their curiosity and makes them want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, so the hook is all about that first impression.
Yeah.
Got it. What about the story?
Okay, so the story is where you build value and connect with your audience on an emotional level.
Okay.
You're not just listing features and benefits.
Right.
You're weaving a narrative that resonates with their desires, aspirations, and pain points. Brunson is a master storyteller.
Yeah.
And he often uses personal anecdotes to illustrate his points, making them so relatable and engaging.
I love that it's not just about cold hard facts. It's about humanizing your message.
Yeah.
And making people feel something.
Exactly. And finally, you have the offer.
Okay.
Which is your clear call to action. It's what you want your audience to do after they've been hooked by your attention grabber and captivated by your story.
Okay, it's making me think of those late night infomercials where they keep saying, but wait, there's more.
Kind of. But in a more sophisticated and strategic way, of course.
Yeah, so it's about building anticipation, showcasing value, and then guiding your audience towards a specific action they can take.
Yes.
This framework is brilliant. It's so simple, yet so effective.
It is. And what's even cooler is that it's not just for ads.
Right.
You can apply this hook, story, offer framework to everything from landing pages and sales pages to social media posts, email marketing campaigns, presentations, and even sales conversations.
Wow.
It's a universal formula for capturing attention and driving conversions.
It's like a secret weapon for anyone who wants to be more persuasive and effective in their communication.
Exactly.
Wow, this is incredible. We've covered so much ground already, and I feel like we're just scratching the surface of Brunson's wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
Now he gets into presentations, and this is where it gets really relatable.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it. But Brunson wasn't always the sales maestro he is today.
Right.
He actually started out as an introvert
Yeah.
who dreaded one-on-one selling.
Oh, wow.
It's so funny how the people who become masters at something often started out feeling the most resistance towards it.
Yeah.
It's like they had to work through that initial discomfort to really understand it inside and out.
Yeah, totally.
It's so inspiring, though. It shows that these skills can be learned.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm curious, how did he make that shift
Yeah.
from dreading one-on-one sales to crushing it in front of huge audiences?
Yeah.
That's a whole different ballgame.
It is. And Brunson realized that one-to-many presentations require a different approach.
Okay.
He couldn't tailor his message to each individual's concerns.
Right.
So he had to find a way to connect with everyone at once.
Yeah.
His secret, identifying and addressing the audience's false belief right off the bat.
Whoa, that's so smart.
Yeah.
It's like tackling those objections before they even have a chance to form in people's minds.
Exactly. Think about it. What are the stories people tell themselves that might prevent them from buying?
Yeah.
Maybe they think they don't have the time or the money or the skills.
Right.
Brunson's presentations are all about dismantling those beliefs and reframing their perspective.
And he does this through storytelling.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely.
I'm starting to see a theme here.
He weaves in stories and anecdotes that address those limiting beliefs head on and replaces them with empowering narratives.
It's powerful stuff.
Yeah.
And clearly effective saying. Brunson actually shares this mind-blowing story of how he broke the world record for back-of-the-room sales, selling $3.2 million worth of products in just 90 minutes.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know, it just goes to show the power of a well-crafted presentation
Yeah.
that truly resonates with the audience.
For sure.
Okay, next up, Brunson dives into creating irresistible offers.
Yes.
And here's a key takeaway that surprised me. It's not about simply lowering the price.
Right, if you're constantly slashing prices, you're essentially training your customers to wait for the next discount.
Yeah.
Plus, it devalues your product or service.
Totally. So how do you make your offer a no-brainer without resorting to constant discounts?
By increasing the perceived value,
Okay.
Brunson calls this stacking value.
Okay.
And he uses a great example from his own company, ClickFunnels.
Okay.
Instead of just selling the software,
Mm-hmm.
he adds bonuses, courses, templates, and a whole suite of additional resources that make the core offer seem like an absolute steal.
It's like when you buy a new phone and it comes with a free case, screen protector, and a year of cloud storage.
Yeah.
Suddenly the price tag seems way more justifiable.
Exactly. And Brunson takes this concept to a whole new level with a story about auctioning off his phone.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He auctioned off his phone.
It's brilliant.
I have to hear this.
So he starts by asking the audience what they'd pay for his used phone.
Okay.
Not surprisingly, people aren't exactly throwing money at him.
I wouldn't be either.
But then Brunson reveals all the valuable content on his phone.
Oh.
Courses. He's bought contacts of top industry leaders, notes from private mastermind events, you name it.
Wow, suddenly that phone is way more than just a phone.
Right. It's a portal to a network of resources and valuable information.
Yeah.
And the perception shifts dramatically. People start bidding thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But so smart. It's all about how you frame the offer and highlight the value.
Precisely. It's a masterclass in storytelling and perception.
Okay, I'm ready for the next nugget of wisdom.
Mm.
What else does Brunson have up his sleeve?
He drops this golden concept, the second yes is easier.
Okay.
Brunson emphasizes that once a customer has said yes, once getting them to say yes again becomes significantly easier.
That makes sense. They've already bought into your brand and trust you enough to make that initial purchase?
Exactly. They've essentially voted with their wallet that they see value in what you offer.
Right. And this is so key for things like upsells, cross-sells, and creating a customer journey that encourages repeat purchases.
Yeah.
So many businesses get that initial sale and then, drop the ball.
Yeah.
They don't capitalize on that momentum
Right.
and build a lasting relationship with the customer.
Brunson's approach flips the script. It's about nurturing that relationship, anticipating their needs, and offering them solutions that align with their evolving goals.
I love that it's like you're guiding them along a path, helping them achieve greater and greater results.
It's a win-win, and Brunson uses real examples from his own business to illustrate how this works.
Okay.
He offers a series of increasingly higher-priced coaching programs, and the conversion rates are remarkable.
Because people have already bought into his ecosystem and experienced the value of his lower-priced offerings.
Yeah.
They're more likely to invest at a higher level.
Right.
It's like climbing a ladder, each rung representing a deeper level of commitment and transformation.
Exactly. And this is where so many businesses miss the mark. They focus on that one-time transaction instead of building a long-term relationship that benefits both parties.
Brunson is all about playing the long game. All right, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
What other gems does he share about building lasting customer relationships?
Well, this next point is going to challenge some conventional thinking.
All right, we are back for the final stretch of this Brunson breakdown.
Yeah.
And he leaves us with a thought that's so simple, but it's profound too.
Yeah.
He says that a customer will continue to buy from you until one of two things happens. You offend them,
right,
or you stop selling to them.
It's almost like a permission slip, isn't it?
Yeah.
As long as you're providing genuine value and your customers are happy, why wouldn't they stick around?
It really challenges that fear of being too pushy.
Yeah.
You know, we worry about annoying people, so we hold back from offering them more.
Right.
But if they're benefiting from what we offer, why wouldn't they want more of it?
It's almost like we're doing them a disservice by not presenting those opportunities.
Oh, wow.
Remember Brunson's story about his coaching programs?
Yeah.
He kept raising the price and people kept buying?
Because they were getting results.
Exactly.
It's a good reminder that we need to be confident in the value we provide and not shy away from presenting those next steps.
What's so fascinating is how this flips the traditional sales funnel model.
Yeah.
It's not just about that one-time purchase anymore.
Right.
It's about creating an ongoing relationship, almost like a subscription to success.
And that's where that second yes concept comes full circle.
Yeah.
It's not about manipulation. It's about recognizing that someone who's already benefited from your expertise is likely open to going deeper.
Makes me think about how we approach our own learning journeys. We
Yeah.
don't just read one book and call it a day.
Right.
We keep seeking out new knowledge, new skills, new levels of mastery.
So let's bring this all home.
Okay.
What can our listener, who's been soaking up all this Brunson brilliance, take away from this deep dive?
I think the biggest takeaway is that shift from transactional selling to relationship building.
Okay.
It's about truly understanding your audience, exceeding their expectations, and then having the courage to continue offering them solutions that align with their goals.
It's about recognizing the potential in every customer,
Yeah.
not just as a buyer, but as a long-term partner in their own success story. That's pretty powerful.
It really is. It changes the whole game.
So here's a final thought for you to ponder.
Okay.
While Brunson focuses on digital products, his principles are universal.
Right.
So whether you're a freelancer, an artist, a consultant, even just someone who wants to be more persuasive in daily life, think about how you can apply the Dream 100, the hook, story, offer, and that second yes, to your own world.
Possibilities are endless. Okay.
He's not saying effort isn't important.
Right.
It absolutely is.
Okay.
But he introduces this idea of selective persistence.
Okay. Selective persistence.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So it's about being smart with your energy.
Okay.
Not just working harder, for the sake of it.
Right.
You need to focus your efforts on the strategies that truly make a difference.
Yeah. It's more about feeling truly alive and engaged.
Yes.
He's talking about a vibrant, sustainable energy that comes from taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Yeah.
It's about pursuing your passions, embracing challenges, and constantly learning and growing.
It sounds like it's all connected, creating this upward spiral of energy and action.
He does. He talks about the importance of having a morning routine that includes some kind of quiet reflection.
It's like meditation. Okay. It's about starting the day with intention.
Yeah.
And creating that space for yourself before things get hectic.
It's like setting the tone for the day.
Exactly.
Creating that sense of calm and focus.
Yeah. And then throughout the day, he encourages us to be mindful of what we're feeding our minds.
Okay.
That means being selective about the news we consume, the social media we engage with, even the people we surround ourselves with.
It's like being on a mental diet.
Yes.
Cutting out the junk food.
Exactly.
Focusing on nourishing positive input.
And of course, taking care of our physical health is essential.
Right.
Eating nutritious foods, moving our bodies, getting enough sleep.
The foundational elements. Possibilities are endless.
They are.
Because at the end of the day, these are all about understanding human psychology, connecting with people authentically, and creating value that makes a real impact.
And that's what makes this stuff so exciting.
Yeah.
It's not just about selling more.
That's right. It's about making a difference.
Exactly. So go out there, put Brunson's wisdom into action, and watch what happens.
Until next time, happy diving.